What's going on, Triad? It's your man Kurt from Triad Hip Hop Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in one more time for me. This week, I'm going to do a lyrical breakdown for one of my favorite joints from the 90s, back when things was, things were better in hip hop, but they were just starting to get a little rocky around this time, you know what I mean? So this was around 9/6, right around when the East Coast, West Coast thing had just popped off, but most people knew better, most people knew better that hip hop wasn't so divisive, you know what I mean? So anyway, this goes back to the bad boy era, and this goes to a group called Total, and a joint they did called No One Else. It's a remix that they did that had rappers on it. They actually had Lil' Kim on there, the Brat, Foxy Brown, you know what I mean? That was the first time I seen Lil' Kim and Fox on the same song, so, it was a good thing, you know what I mean? So, but anyway, I think, I don't think they've done any other songs where they were on the same song after that, but today we're going to do Foxy Brown's verse. I just want to keep in the spirit of Women's History Month, so hers was one of my favorite verses from that song, if not my favorite. So we're going to go ahead and break down her first verse, and that's it. And then we're going to come back and, rewind that. We're going to let you hear the verse, and then we're going to come back and break down those lyrics, you know what I mean? So thank y'all again for checking me out. Here we go. Foxy Brown, No One Else.
Chromed out six and shit, bubbling, laying up with them Colombians. Oh fuck no, I get dough. Fox Brown, mama, jig suits from Gabbana. You ballin', nigga, who you callin'? Bye-bye, we be flashing, sex lasting all night long. It's strong, the max to wrist, ill nana, like Benihana steaks. The boogie like a fresh pair of snakes. Italian, Fox Brown, the Dawn, Lucion, Stalin, sip Cristal on the Cayman Allen. Got gay niggas ready to switch, like Bravado, turn the mob nigga to snitch. True player the dawn, from Vettadini, 5 carats on the arm. Jewels be the bomb, the 4 hotties, Total with Foxy, sippin' Spumante. Bad girl of the year, 96 Cambria.
All right, we are back. All right, so as you can, hear for yourself, this was one of the hottest verses. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, I gotta make a little joke here. We might have a questionable pen, as Funk Flex said. There's always been some speculation on whether or not Fox was writing for herself around that time. I always felt like, Nas wrote a lot of her first few joints, and Jay wrote a lot of her later stuff, in the later 90s. So, we'll see, you know what I mean? But anyway, that's up for a debate. That's neither here nor there. I want to give flowers to Fox because I really feel like, even if somebody like a Nas was writing for her, I don't know if he wrote the whole thing. Maybe he wrote parts of it, or, just help with some lines here and there, so we'll just leave it at that, So anyway, let's go ahead and jump into that verse. She said, Brown nigga, chromed out 6 and shit, bubbling, laying up with them Colombians. Oh fuck no, I gets dough. Fox Brown, mama, jig suits from Gabbana. You know what I mean? So I always liked that about Fox. Her and Lil' Kim were similar, but they weren't the same. You know what I mean? Foxy Brown had this kind of flossing style where she was also always flossing about the brands, you know what I mean? And she had a little bit of hardcore, but Kim was more of the hardcore, raunchy, lyrics, and she would flex a little bit about her flossing too. But I think with Fox, it was a little more flossier than the hardcore. Kim had a little more hardcore and a little less flossy. You know what I mean? She did it, but not quite as much. So anyway, then she said, true baller, nigga, who you calling? Popeye, we be flashing, sex lasting, all night long, it's strong. The Maxtress, ill nana like Benihana steaks, the boogie like a fresh pair of snakes. You know what I mean? So, she always got to throw a little bit of fashion in there, the fresh pair of snake skins, you know what I mean? And always the balling and flossing, but the bars were just dope, man. Everything just flowed so perfectly in my opinion. She had a dope flow. The bars were on point, and the message got across. You know what I mean? So anyway, she said, Italian, Fox Brown, the Dawn, Gucci on, Stylin', Sip Cristallin', the Cayman Islands. Got gay niggas ready to switch, like Ravano, turn mob niggas to snitch. You know what I mean? Come on now. For one, it's just dope how she made the bar. You know what I mean? And the internal rhyming with that was dope. You know what I mean? So, got gay niggas ready to switch, like Ravano, turn mob niggas to snitch. And then she said, true player to Dawn, from Venedini, 5 carats on the arm, Jewels be the bomb, the 4 hotties, Total and Foxy, sipping some martinis, bad girl of the year, 9-6 Pam Grier, You know what I mean? So, and that was dope how she incorporated the Foxy Brown, metaphor with Pam Grier, because, that's where her name originally came from. That was a famous character Pam Grier used to play. And, all the guys wanted Pam Grier, you know what I mean? All of us, you know what I mean? So anybody who knew of Pam Grier wanted her, trust me. So anyway, it's just a dope song, and, she just put it all together really good. Foxy Brown, her songs just really painted a picture, you know what I mean? I could name a lot of dope verses, but, no one knows for sure whether she was getting somebody to write her stuff for her or not. But no matter what, I still want to give her flowers, because she's one of the dopest females out there, and dopest, rappers in general, you know what I mean? So I think she don't get a lot of credit, and it's probably because of that debate over, did she write, did she not? But whether or not she wrote it, she still performed it, and it takes a lot to make those types of bars sound good and come out perfectly like that, you know what I mean? So give it up for Fox Brown, man. And she's still doing her thing. I think she still does songs every now and then, but just not quite as much as she did back in the day. So that's my lyrical breakdown. Just wanted to throw that at y'all. I hope y'all like it. Go back and check out some of her early work. She did her own albums, plus she did albums with The Firm. You know what I mean? She did songs with Jay-Z. So yeah, she's one of the dopest. One of my favorite joints from her was the Affirmative Action song, but the remix version. You had the Affirmative Action song, but then you had the remix song, and she really got off on this. So go back and check some of those songs out. Anyway, man, for Triad Hip Hop Podcast, thank y'all for listening. This is your man Kurt, and we'll do this again next week. All right, peace.